Hey guys, such a warmonger here, and you're watching 3 vs 3 Kingdom of Heaven. This is an attackers versus defenders scenario, and spawning in the northeast. For some reason, the random spawns seem to be spawning here pretty often. I don't know why. Anyway, spawning in the northeast in blue, playing as the Saracens, we've got DudeBro. In cyan, playing as the Persians, we've got RedKeep. And in green, playing as the Berbers, you've got myself, such a warmonger. So we are spreading out a little bit. We got RedKeep staying close to the spawn. We've got DudeBro. Looks like he's going further out. And I've got myself deploying over here. And over on the defender side, we've got Pendragon in gray playing as the Teutons. HYPNOS in orange playing as the Teutons as well, and Tactical Doll TMP playing as the Franks in red. So we got classic attacking Ayabids versus Crusaders. This seems to be the favorite way it's done in this map. Obviously you can pick Ayabids or Eastern Romans or Crusaders. You can even have mirror matches, but this format is close to the movie Kingdom of Heaven. So you got 1187 Jerusalem, Saladin attacking Jerusalem. Anyway, this is the map. This is Jerusalem, 1187. Pretty historically accurate. A lot of research has been done. And the whole objective is to bring down defender morale as an attacker. So you only got 45 minutes. And to better explain this, I will go in-game. So basically, the attackers have 45 minutes. Already 2 minutes passed over here. You can look at the top right. Attackers have 45 minutes to try to bring defender morale down to 0. The best way to do this is to capture one of 4 major points, starting with the Church of the Holy Sepulchre here. And you can capture this with any kind of military unit. That's archers, infantry, and cavalry. When this is captured, that's 15% morale instantly damaged for the defenders, and the defenders also lose 1% morale slowly. I do not know how Orange General died. How did that happen? Okay, that's interesting. So that's already, when you lose a general, that's 5% morale loss for you and 5% gain for the whoever's attacking. I mean, whoever did the damage. So anyway, a slow morale bleed every few seconds. So you don't want to lose the Church of Holy Sepulchre. The exact same effect happens if you lose the Dome of the Rock. Archers, infantry, melee infantry, and cavalry can capture this as well. Any military unit, even cav archers. So, same morale bleed, same minus 15% morale. Now, even more damaging to the defenders is losing the Al-Aqsa Mosque. 15% damage morale, slow morale bleed. Also, this is one of 3 ways that the defenders get food. So, and on top of that, this is also where the defenders have like their most powerful units and are able to train with barracks and archery ranges, so you don't want to lose this. Same effect over here, 15% morale. This is Tower of David. Yeah, you don't want to lose this point. Anyway, there's already some action going on. We've got HYPNOS making a sally out. Now, he probably should have waited for allies, because battles do affect, like, every engagement that you take affects your morale. So you've also got Pendragon making an attack over here. Lots of pure spearmen with some knight support from some Imperial Knights. Now, I know certain players like to be aggressive, but what I would say is that the attackers have a higher food generation rate than the defenders. So this is only a good move for the defenders if they're able to do some damage. And Pendragon knows that, so he's gonna send his, how many spearmen is this? 45 spearmen to try to target a supply depot. There's a reason why he's gunning for the supply depot. Actually, he's killing some horse skirmishers. There's a reason why he's gunning for the supply depot. If an attacker loses a supply depot, that's minus 10% morale for the attackers instantly. That's also minus 1,000 food. And until the supply depot is respawned, you can see that Tactical Doll lost his. If the supply depot is respawned, until the supply depot respawns, they lose 1 food every in-game tick. So you can see DudeBro, if you look at the top left over here, he's losing 1 food every in-game second or in-game tick. So that's really bad for DudeBro. So you definitely want to keep your supply depot protected. Also, if you end up with 0 food or negative, you also start losing morale every 30 seconds, like slowly. So your supply depot is super important as an attacker. HYPNOS is wasting units. This is a bad move, to be honest. He should try to preserve his food, because he's only got 350 or 275. As a defender, your food rate is slightly lower than the attackers. So you don't want to be losing food. So these are units that are just lost for no gain. Same with military, these ranged units. The bad thing about sending these ranged units in the middle of these guys is every ranged unit in the whole game has minimum range of like 3. The only unit that actually doesn't have minimum range are these guys, the Kosaki horse skirmishers. That's it. By the way, it is becoming nighttime. Nighttime comes at 9 p.m. You can see that you lose vision of your allies, and you also, your vision is reduced significantly. Looks like RedKeep is he's making an attack with siege towers at night. He's hopping men over. I did not know this was happening because, like I said, you cannot see your allies at nighttime. Now, the very cool thing about siege towers is there's a bug where these guys have 20 vision range. And so sometimes, and I don't think I can fix this, siege towers are the only unit, they're one of very few units that have good vision at nighttime. So the only units that can see pretty well at night are siege towers, Hashmashin Fidai, which you won't see in this game, and generals. So if we look at if you look at Pendragon, his point of view, if we look for his general, you can see that his line of vision, line of sight at night is pretty good. Anyway, about losing units, the reason why I don't advise sending units to die willy-nilly is that every engagement matters. So the way the engagement system works is that every unit that every time you kill more units than your enemy, you have a chance to damage enemy morale and gain morale for yourself. So, for example, if an attacker kills 3 more units than the defenders in general, then the attackers gain 1% morale and damage defender morale by 1%. if the defenders kill 6 more units than the attackers, then the defenders gain 1% morale and damage attacker morale by 1%. So it's a seesaw in favor of the attackers. So basically the attackers can lose twice as many men as the defenders. And I'm actually wrong. It's a 4 to 8 ratio, not a 3 to 6. So attackers only need to kill 4 more units than the defenders, and the defenders need to kill 8 more units than the attackers. So this is nighttime's a very scary time for both sides, because this is a perfect time for raiding or assaulting areas that are unexpected. So you can see that Tactical Doll TMP is sending some, like a lone sergeant to run around. And this is what DudeBro can see. You can see that his general is over here. That is Salahuddin Yusuf ibn Ayub. That's why they're called the Ayyubids. RedKeep has good vision over here. Let's see. Does he still have his general somewhere? Looks like he does, and he's stuck. Al-Aziz Uthman. And you got myself, such a warmonger. I'm starting to build some trebuchets. I've got Farooq Shah ready to attack. So, Pendragon. His men are not right up on the wall, so I don't think he knows that he's under attack. It looks like only Tactical Doll is aware and is patrolling the walls. They're actually not aware, nobody's aware that this tower is being... It's not the tower itself, but the wall is being rammed. This is kind of clever. So they're not aware. It's nighttime and they don't even know that this wall is being taken down. Something I will say about battering rams is they're the best unit to take a gate down. They do massive damage against gates. The other thing they do massive damage against are low walls and palisade gates. But anyway, PNC is being super annoying. He's also making a raid over here. PNC, TMP. He's going to raid. He's got some knights. Oh no, Saladin. But you can see that RedKeep is actually... They're finally figuring out that they're taking the wall down. But Saladin is in danger. He's not as fast. Actually, looks like they have some infantry left in the group. So Saladin can see at night. That's why he's aware of this attack. So both sides have their general in the raid. Renaud de Chatillon is doing what he does best and is raiding some Ayyubids. Raiding Muslims. Who's this? This is Friedrich von Swabia. Pendragon is making a little sally. He doesn't like the fact that there are siege towers here. And he sees that there's actually not a lot of gold units. So he's actually going to be pretty successful because he's got Imperial Knights supporting his sally. So you can see the morale is going to start affecting the attackers. If the attackers lose more, every time the attackers lose 8 more units than the defenders, this is bad. But Tactical Doll TMP has found DudeBro's supply depot, and there, instant minus 10% morale for the attackers. And now DudeBro once again is being bullied. He's running low on food, if you can see that. And now RedKeep is starting to work on the tower. Thankfully, spears have 1 range and can fight through the walls. Tactical Doll is losing a lot of cavalry because here comes the Skirmishers. He's actually lost a whole bunch of cavalry because these horse skirmishers, you're gonna see their power soon. You got an Imperial Knight surrounded by men, and it's nighttime. RedKeep is starting to push through, or at least that is interesting. I thought that Pendragon sally forth would do more damage, but he must have been pushed back or fall back on purpose. Looks like this supply wagon has respawned, so he's gonna move it. So, dawn is coming. So, dawn is at 5 a.m. By the way, nighttime is only from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. 1 hour in the game is 1 minute in real life. So, nighttime is only 8 minutes long. So, you can see that it's 5 a.m. and finally you can see all your allies' vision again. And that includes towers. HYPNOS is attempting to do another raid. He can actually fight these guys and win. And I think that's... Oh, no, he's kind of running away from him. These knights, 8 knights versus 21, it's like it's a ridiculous how powerful these guys are. Just watch this little engagement. He's gonna kill all of these swordsmen because they just don't have the bonus against knights. But they bought time for a few Kasaki to fight back. The Kasakis have the exact same stats as these Imperial Knights. So now, he bought enough time for to be chased. RedKeep is attempting to push in here, but unfortunately he doesn't have enough gold units. I'm not even sure he built a command tent. He only built a elite tent, and that's a big mistake. Command tent allows you to make Kasaki infantry, which is the only answer against medium to heavy infantry in terms of like infantry battles. Anyway, I've finally revealed that I've got trebuchets, but I'm using attack ground because every ranged unit can use attack ground. And I'm using attack ground against Damascus Gate. The reason why I use attack ground instead of right-clicking is so that I don't reveal the position of my trebuchets. So, look at the power of this Imperial Knight. He's going to take out a lot of units before he goes down. But these Horse Archers might actually do well. There it is. HYPNOS is attempting to raid me. Super annoying. Very effective. Looks like he's going to try to take this gate down. RedKeep is still pushing through. He's running out of food. So this is not the best use of his army. He should make command tent and use his elite tent to make gold units. Now he needs support because he just made a bunch of the weakest unit in the game. Not even, I don't even see spearmen. So now he's gonna run out of food. And this is, he actually lost the attackers at least 2% morale. HYPNOS is still trying to push through the Palisade Gate. He kind of wants to raid me. I did take this gate down with my trebuchets, and I'm still using attack ground to take the Apostle of the Magdalene out. And here's the power of Horse Skirmishers. Now what's crazy about these guys is they only have 11 range. And, oh, they're gonna take out this. I accidentally killed that guy. Oops. Now you may think, well, in a game with like 25 range archers and 24 range things, or like towers with 27 range, why would you want to make an 11 range Horse Skirmishers? Well, they have the same damage as these archers, 15 and 15, but each hit that they make is actually minus 1% armor. I mean 1 armor. So they're actually ranged oboks. So look at this guy. He got hit with so many javelins that he's at 0 armor now. Which means that even swordsmen can kill this guy. And that's basically the trade-off. So these guys are like really heavy hitting units. So they can kill like anything. Really anything. like as if they were just the weakest unit in the game. And they have 1.4 speed, so they're relatively quick. So yeah, they're very scary. Pretty much crossbowmen are and light cavalry are the only counter to these horse skirmishers. Everything else won't do well against them. So archers, you have to be super skilled to kill them with archers. Reason being, or if you had Welsh bowmen. Because Welsh bowmen are also actually like obuks, where they damage their armor as well. Because their projectiles are slower than crossbowmen projectiles. I actually took down the poster with Magdalene as well. I got a spy over here watching. So if you look at the point of view of my guy, this spy is actually providing artillery spotting. Tactical doll wisely repairing this tower. And now I'm starting to attack the wall. I'm trying to make a big entrance for my units. And here comes the horse skirmishers. And look, they just like destroy everything. So yeah, they only have 1.4 movement speed. I mean, these guys, these Ajnad horse skirmishers, actually have what do you call it? 1.6 speed as well, but they do not have they don't have the 0 minimum range. So they actually have minimum range. It's only the Kasaki horse skirmishers that have no minimum range. So here's the terror of the horse skirmishers. Meanwhile, HYPNOS is pushing against RedKeep, which is this is a good move because I think he understands that RedKeep doesn't have enough to defend himself. He did not save his units. Now they should probably ask for food because I actually had an abundance of food because these guys are very cost effective. They're really targeting this gate. Peasant levies also take armor out, but they only have 2 attack. Ajnad are weaker, but only take half population. Here comes Pendragon, freaking out about these horse skirmishers. The other crazy thing about horse skirmishers is they can block range attacks. So I was really like, I saw like, I think these are juicy targets. So the Berbers have like some of the worst infantry in the game, but they do have these guys, which make a huge difference. So you can see that I use my battering rams to clear a path, so that I can assault, make this gap much wider. And now I'm trying to help RedKeep with my skirmishers. So the defenders have lost morale just from losing their general. Now Aziz Uthman is gonna get killed because he's stuck. Word of advice, don't deploy your supply depot with units nearby because your units are going to get stuck. So yeah, these guys are never going to be able to catch them. It's only basically friendly fire that's going to cause these guys to die. But look, you can push them away so that your regular battle can... so you can like fight your regular battle with your regular units. The key to countering these horse skirmishers is to use light cavalry to chase them down because they are faster. They're the fastest unit in the game, light cavalry. They have 1.6 speed compared to like 1.45 and 1.4. They can chase them down, but really a better and more effective counter is like a large, massive crossbowmen. You might ask why crossbowmen? So archers have can fire twice as quickly as crossbowmen. But the thing about archers is their projectiles are slower. So their projectiles are slower, and their projectile trajectory is much more curved. With crossbowmen, their projectile trajectory is much straighter. It's not exactly a straight line, but it goes at a straighter path. Also, their projectiles move much faster as well, and so they're able to catch cavalry units like horse skirmishers and horse archers much easier. Not only that, the attack dispersion of horse archers is a wider box. I mean, of archers. Bow units have a attack dispersion, which means if you have units firing at an area, they also miss. And missed shots can affect anything. So when a unit misses, it can land in a box. And the box for bow units is about this big. If you follow my cursor, it's about this big. So bow units fire in a little box. Any missed shots will land anywhere here. So bow units have 35% accuracy. So 65% of their shots will land in a wide box around this big. As far as crossbowmen, they have a smaller dispersion, and their missed shot box is about this big, if you follow my cursor. So it's much smaller. On top of that, they have 40% accuracy, so 60% of their shots will land in a smaller box about this big. So crossbowmen have faster bolts, lower trajectory, higher accuracy, and their dispersion box is much smaller. So they can catch. So even if they fire very slowly, every volley is like a sniper shot. They will catch and kill whatever they're targeting. And even their attack ground is very effective. So if I were to attack ground right here, they will hit something here, and they're definitely going to kill something with every volley. And on top of that, they have 24 range. So, and these guys only have 11 range, so they can effectively box out these very scary units. That's why crossbowmen and light cavalry are the counter to these guys. And they can negate Berber power, and the Berbers will be forced to try to figure something else out. So look, they have 24 range. So basically, these guys, these crossbowmen can be like stationed over here and still like kill these guys. There's Farouk Shah again. Unfortunately, the defenders couldn't think of a counter just yet, or they didn't ask me. They could have just asked me. Really, they could have asked me, how do you counter horse skirmishers? And then I would have told them. Because, you know, I don't want an imbalanced game based on a lack of knowledge. And here, I see a juicy target that I want to take out some knights. And even with horse skirmishers, I'm still struggling because my infantry, their only function is to try to tie down the enemy while my horse skirmishers attack. I do see a juicy target of 28 peasant archers and crossbowmen. And here comes the slaughter. That must have been a misclick. So a target like this is really what I'm aiming for, or knights. High value targets, basically. Now, Tactical Doll TMP can use attack ground to try to counter them, but really it's the crossbowman. And even with that volley of archers, even with the archers, he was able to take one out. So if he keeps doing that, then he'd be able to take them out. You can't be too close to the walls, or because these shots are not gonna count. Now you've got RedKeep making a sneak attack. Like I said, battering rams are very effective against gates. So this is a good attack, a distraction from RedKeep. Now if you were to capture these gates, that would be good. But he's taking down the outer golden gate. Meanwhile, even with horse skirmishers, I'm not able to come in because my units are not strong enough. Basically, I had to keep running away and attacking and running away and attacking and running away and attacking. So this is what Tactical Doll TMP can see. You can see Pendragon wisely holding back his infantry, only fighting when he feels he has the power to. He has a good amount of food. Actually, it's a fairly healthy amount of food for the defenders compared to the attackers. And Pendragon is raiding, once again, DudeBro. He's raiding DudeBro. DudeBro has the potential to be empty food again. And I think he smelled blood. I think he knows. And I lost my general in the battle. But DudeBro was able to finally make some Kasaki warriors, which are gonna massacre these peasant levies. So even with all of that, I can't keep my horse skirmisher numbers up. Basically got 35 horse skirmishers assorted. I'm still using attack ground to bombard all of these defenses with these trebuchets, just so I don't reveal my position. But RedKeep is really trying to push in here, which is a good distraction. Because like I said, if you lose a Dome of the Rock, that's very bad. Another Damascus Gate tower has been destroyed, and now there's nothing to capture here. Tactical Doll TMP trying a technique of making mule carts to maybe seal the area, which is interesting. Could be a good idea. RedKeep is standing men again, but now he has a command tent, so now he has the ability to make good infantry. You can see the javelins coming in. Pendragon terrified of getting hit. And now I got the attackers. It appears that the spear levies have a fairly good vision. That is an oversight. I've got my infantry running around capturing points, trying to affect the defenders, because I can see that I am running out of time. The attackers are running out of time. There's only 10 minutes left to try to take Jerusalem. Pendragon with a good sally out here, trying to kill all of the battering rams, which is a good move. Especially since these archers have minimum range, they cannot really effectively fight back. Now I attack this. I'm feeling the pressure as an attacker. I'm really feeling the pressure. Because you can see, if you look at our food, I'm basically out. And it's only Tactical Doll TMP that has a good amount of food on the defender's side. If we look at the population, TMP, the defenders actually have more units than the attackers. So that's very bad for the attackers. Now, nighttime is scary because with so many breaches, 1 breach, 2 breach, 3 breach over here, you don't know what's going on. They cannot see me. They can't see that I'm running around, but they actually finally show my hand, moving through the city. I'm just passing though. That's not good. And now you can see the power of the skirmishers once again. You can see my kill death ratio is sky high, 1,000 to 600. In fact, that's probably the only reason why the defenders have such low morale, is because of every engagement I have, I'm killing way more units than the defenders. But then now they're recapturing their own towers. I'm taking out small groups of men, further increasing my morale. So the defenders are losing even more units. Like, I only need to kill 4 units without the enemy killing enough units to win. I mean, to gain more morale. So the defenders are taking back these towers. Wise. RedKeep's attack here is just enough to keep the defenders distracted, which is a good move. They're trying to reseal this breach, which is good. It's a good move. They just don't realize that that our army is in here. They don't realize that we've got men here. They finally do. And maybe they sense the danger now. Possibly. Only 7 minutes left, so if the attackers can't win, if the attackers can't bring 40% morale down to 0% in 40 minutes, in 7 minutes, then the attackers will lose. Now I'm having a battle here. I'm trying to use my horse skirmishers to help even the tide, to help the tide. This is all attack ground. I'm just using attack ground. There's a big fight right here by the former gate of Damascus. And the attackers have captured the Apostolate of St. Library. So let's just understand that it's nighttime and not everybody can see everybody. It's chaos. We've got DudeBro pushing in from the gate of Damascus. We got myself trying to take the Church of Holy Sepulchre. This is actually in big danger. Tactical Doll thinks he's all alone protecting the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. You can't see that there's battles going on here. HYPNOS has men here. You can see that there's these skirmishers are killing scores of infantry. And every volley is bringing a defender morale by 1%. The danger to the Holy Sepulchre is now over. RedKeep is still trying to attack here. If he could bring a battering ram here, that'll open this up for attack. But now it's daytime and now everybody can see everything. It appears that the Church of the Holy Sepulchre is not in danger anymore. But all of these 49 archers are in danger. So that was a whole bunch of archers lost just like that. 41. But yeah, I'm forced to pull back. RedKeep is finally bringing another battering ram in. It's getting close to the end, guys. Only 5 minutes. 5 more minutes until the end of the game. Who will win, the attackers or the defenders? Defenders have a fairly healthy amount of morale at 40%. Attackers definitely cannot lose by morale loss at this point. So it's really all about holding on. The defenders even regained the positive state ladder. And DudeBro has sent his men here, but there's a lot of elite units here to kill this group of men. So it looks like the defenders can hold on pretty well. But there is a battering ram gonna take this gate out. If they lose this gate, that's minus 3% morale. The northeast tower has been destroyed. That was minus 2% morale. So they lost 11% morale within like a couple minutes. So this is bad. And if they lose this gate, that's another 3% morale. Every percent matters. And now the inner golden gate has gone down. So now they're down to 23%. Oh, I know what's happening. DudeBro is actually getting a very good KD ratio. He's taking out a lot of archers. Archers have minimum range and they can't fight back against swordsmen that are right up in their face. And so this is bringing defender morale a lot. Oh my gosh. Okay, now the defenders are down to 13% morale very quickly. They're also losing. They actually lost this whole point. That's how they lost so much morale. Oh no. They're losing. Their kill death ratio is getting really bad now. They're down to 7% morale. Only 3 minutes left. Can the defenders hold on? They're just losing a lot of units. Every kill counts. They should have made crossbowmen to try to counter these horse skirmishers. Oh no. They're just losing too many men in instant moments, and that's the game. The attackers have won. There was only 3 minutes left. But the attackers have won. That was a very close match. Wow. Actually, it was the loss of this gate that really made the difference. Because RedKeep was able to, like, flood in units. And he finally had Kasaki supporting his units, which can defeat groups of swordsmen and spearmen. There's 2 Templar Knights here, 2 Kasaki here. Would have been an even battle, but with 3 towers on the side of attackers, they were losing more units than they were killing. So this was making a big morale difference. That was 5% morale loss from this. They gained morale back over here, but they lost another 2% morale by losing this tower. And then they were just, I think, right over here, they lost a whole bunch of archers. That affected morale by a lot. He must have lost a lot of archers. HYPNOS. And of course, horse skirmishers. King of kill to death ratio if left unchecked. If you don't leave these, if you do not counter these will just destroy your army. You need to counter these guys. Now, if you're able to, like, encounter them in the field, just use light cavalry with medium cavalry. And then it should just chase them away. You know? It'll chase them away. And then if they're close to the walls, you'll just have like a big group of crossbowmen. Each shot you fire will be cost effective versus the horse skirmishers. Because archers are only 30 food. These guys, they cost more. If I look up the food cost, let me look at the food cost of a horse skirmisher. So horse skirmisher, a regular horse skirmisher is like 75 food, and the Kasaki horse skirmisher is 90 food. So crossbowmen are definitely cost effective against them. At one point, if we keep getting, as a Berber player, if you keep getting countered by crossbowmen, it just won't be cost effective to make these guys anymore. We have to switch tactics. Then we'll have to switch to camel archers, foot archers, and other things just to whittle down the crossbow numbers. And then once the crossbow numbers are down again, then we can switch back to horse skirmishers. And then, you know, then I'll have to switch back to mangonels. Because right now I didn't feel the need for mangonels because I knew that these guys would do as much damage. But if these guys are negated, then the Berbers just become a weaker Iobid Civ. You know, because we have worse infantry. And then I've had to switch to mangonels to take out crossbowmen and elite units as well. So yeah, if left unchecked, these guys will destroy your army. You need to counter them with crossbowmen and light cavalry. A soft counter, if you're Britons, Welsh bowmen. If you're anything else, regular bowmen, even peasant bowmen. But you need to use attack ground and try to predict where they're going. Just because of your range, you outrange them handily. Everything else will just die to them. They will kill medium cavalry, they will kill heavy cavalry, they will kill any infantry. You definitely need to use light cavalry, crossbowmen, any kind of bowman. Horse archers, to a degree, can counter them just because they also have better vision and range. But then you have to be good at attack ground. So any defensive civ that can have horse archers. So over on the crusading side, the Teutons or the, I believe the Franks or Burgundians or the Bohemians can make horse archers. The Sicilians can also make horse archers. So you can also counter them, but it's a soft counter because you actually have to use attack ground to be effective with it. You have to be very good at predicting where the enemy is going to go and then attack ground. And that's how to deal with the horse skirmishers. But if you don't leave them if you don't check them, just look at this. Look at these stats. So you can see I'm almost at twice as much kills as losses. And yeah, that's 1,256 kills. Now if you look at Pendragon, he's at negative KD. Tactical Doll, TMP, almost even. Very good KD. He's basically even. HYPNOS, slightly worse. HYPNOS and Pendragon close to each other in KD. RedKeep, horrible KD, but it doesn't matter as much as an attacker. DudeBro has pretty good KD. So, hopefully that was entertaining. See you in the next video.